that in the creative industry, not only in Ghana, maybe around the world, to be able to stay relevant, you need to be talented and more. That's how I want to put it. I don't want to just say, oh, you need to be comical or you need to have some comedy antics in you. No, I want to go beyond that. I want to say that in the showbiz space, or better still, in the creative space, you need to be talented or you need talent and more. That's how I want to put it. That is the secret. He has talent and more. With the business acumen that he's blessed with the comic side of him, with the fact that he's able to keep relationship, not with only important people in society, but even sometimes with less important people in society. Because you go to the top, build relationship with presidents, he'll still come down, build relationship with track pushers. Or he'll come down, build relationship with the boys at Shiashi, some kebab guy. Like, he comes down to every level. So such a person, how do you beat him? His influence will remain forever. The one that has been controversial with Alabaster Boss, the Welcome Home, that particular song, Welcome to Africa, or Welcome to Ghana. That song, I know it has been around. The last time we discussed the song, it was about Alabaster Boss writing to Medikal to prevent him from stepping on their copyright, or to prevent him from infringing on their copyright. So that particular story was discussed, mentioned on radio here and there, online. Of course, at the moment, we are done.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
There is something about the creative arts industry that you wouldn't get in books. There is no formula about them, how they happen and how they come about. There is no formula about them. Therefore, even if you want to learn them, you wouldn't get any source, any direct source to say, oh, let me go and Google or let me go and search here. I'm going to get it. It is hard. It is very difficult. And in the creative space, I will advise that listen to yourself. Do what works for you. Something may work for the other person, but it might not work for you. So don't fall for it. Because many have followed the ways of others and they have failed. Many have also followed the ways of others and maybe they were able to achieve the successes that those they followed achieved. But then, your ways always does it best. And again, you don't struggle to do it your own ways. If you try to do it the ways of the other person, you struggle to do it because that is not you. You are trying to fit into the shoes of another person. It is difficult. I have made an observation about Shatta Wale and Medikal, and I want to share with you something within 10 minutes. When I'm done, I'll run away from here. This observation I made stems out from a TikTok live video that I saw in recent times. In the video, 3 friends, let me say 3 musicians as well, were seen in the video. And in these 3, I'm talking about Shatta Wale himself, I'm talking about Medikal, and I'm talking about 55 of Papi of 55 fame. Let me put it that way. Yes, Papi of 55 fame. And as much as I was not part of the full live video or live conversation, the snippets that I've seen online, they still summarize what I want to say. And that is why I'm right here in today's edition of the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex with my team of producers, Theophilus Dugosh, Desert, and Sam Truga as well. Now, I'll take you back to an interview on Hits FM. Some, if not years ago, maybe months ago, where Manifest, said this. And he did not even say this on the interview alone. I think he also put it on his socials some time ago. I've forgotten the exact period where he shared that information. He said, lately, to be able to succeed in this music thing, you need to be able to add some comedy to it. And he's struggling to do that because he doesn't have such qualities. In my own ways, I want to put it this way. That is how he put it. I remember very well, clearly, that he said, Charlie, now it is not easy to be able to stay relevant in this space. You need to add some kind of comic moves into your ways. And that will give you the relevance that you are looking for. When he mentioned that, or when he said that, so many names were running through my mind, including Kofi Kinata, including Shatta Wale, in fact, even sometimes Stone Boy. Like, it goes on like that. You have to find ways to always show the soft side. And the soft side will surely put you in the conversation. And that is what Manifest was talking about. So, when I decided to also put this out in my own way, this is how I carved it. That in the creative industry, not only in Ghana, maybe around the world, to be able to stay relevant, you need to be talented and more. That's how I want to put it. I don't want to just say, oh, you need to be comical or you need to have some comedy antics in you. No, I want to go beyond that. I want to say that in the showbiz space, or better still, in the creative space, you need to be talented or you need talent and more. That's how I want to put it. Now, the more encapsulates so many things. The more means so many things. The more means business. You need to be business minded. It is part of the more. You need to have that attitude of creating relationship and friendship with people. Because no matter what in this industry, there is connect. There are links. So if you don't try to establish some good relationship and connect with some people, definitely so many things will come and you miss out. Of course, I can't go without adding the comedy thing. You have to also add it to it. In fact, sometimes it's even about your fashion sense. And I can add fashion to it. Sometimes it's about your fashion sense. So beyond your music, anytime you step, everybody goes like, wow, wow, wow. Because, yeah, this is not ordinary. Like it is giving a model on a runway vibe. Sometimes you need to add all these things. Or maybe you want to come around or come across as the intellectual, the politician kind of musician. Where when you speak, people go like, oh, wow. Is that a musician speaking like that? Is that a musician who is that deep or in-depth on issues of current affairs? Like, you need to add something. It is not just the talent only. It is the talent and more. But Manifest at the time said you need to add some comic stuff into your care. Now, what am I talking about? Like I said earlier, I have not been able to watch the full live conversation among the three gentlemen. But the little I have seen, these are friends who were arguing or having conversations about nicknames, or better still, aliases that they've done or they've given to themselves. Or you can also say AKAs that they've given to themselves. Where to Shatta Wale, Medikal calls him Achidundum. And Shatta Wale also calls Medikal Ampalalu. And that has been their thing. When you trace back the stories, I think the stories are about some of the street gods who lived around the Nima Newtown area. Or better, some of the street chiefs or street kings who lived around the Nima Newtown area. Achidundum and Ampalalu. I think Ampalalu, I met him, yeah. We went for a video shoot in Nima one of the days and he was there. The moment, I think I remember, I hear he died of some issue like that. Another funny one. Maybe let me spare his gentle his gentle soul to rest in peace. Let me spare that and not to spell that one as well. I heard death was one unnecessary death, if you ask me. But that is the story. So, for the past days, we see Medikal and Shatta Wale play around this, where Shatta acting not happy that Medikal has been calling him Achidundum, and that when he steps, now some people even refer to him as such. When he steps, instead of people to call him One Don, instead of people to call him King, instead of people to call him Shatta Wale, instead of people to call him all the beautiful names that he has been enjoying in the past, now people meet him and they go by the name Achidundum. Because that is how Medikal refers to him, either online or even when they're having conversations in camera. And therefore, people are copying that so fast. So yes, this is Shatta acting not happy, and Medikal also pressing the name on him. This is Shatta acting not liking the name, and Medikal also saying at all costs you have to take this name. That has been the conversation for the past days. And I came online and I realized, people have written serious headlines about it, posted it on platforms. There was one that I saw, like, when I even saw the first headline, I got scared, like, Shatta Wale is not happy with Medikal for, and say, hey, Shatta Wale is not happy with Medikal for what? Shatta and Medikal, who would not make one of them happy because of the other? Went into the story, and again, it was about Achidundum and Ampalalu. You go across some videos, and people writing some serious headlines. You go in there, and it is about Achidundum and Ampalalu. Then I said, wow, this is what Manifest was saying some time ago, that you need to add something to the talent. Because now, people are consuming things so fast. People are consuming things so fast, though. Like, so fast. So he released an album today. We are talking about the album within 24 hours. If you are lucky and nothing extra or nothing major happens within 24 hours, then thank God you have the attention for 24 hours. But if you are not lucky and within the 24 hours, something else happens, but we are done with you. We drop you and we are moving on to the next thing. Hey, like, it's crazy. That is how now consumption has become. We don't have time to stay on one thing for long. No. Time no day. Like, we are coming to stay with you for, no, we can't. We are moving on. Time no day. That has been the story. Therefore, to be able to still have your name being mentioned today, tomorrow, the next, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the quarter, and throughout the year, it is not just about your songs alone. It's about the extra things that you can do. Now, that's why Kofi Kinata will be there. Put a camera before him, and he will put out some joke of a content. You go online, and it is everywhere. And people will say, hey, Kofi Kinata, he's a comedian. Kofi Kinata can try, how do we call it? Stand-up comedy. Kofi Kinata is this, Kofi Kinata is that. Yeah. Recently, I received a voice note from one of our UK fan base executives. His name is Nijata. He sent me a voice note and said, Sammy, if you guys don't stage a show for Shatta Wale on a stand-up comedy kind of gig, I'll be very disappointed because Shatta has got it. Maybe one day you guys should come to London to do this, not in Ghana, and that he's ready to put in every amount of money. I said, well, it is true. You are not the only person who has said it. Many people have mentioned the same thing. I have gotten calls from some comedians, Obi Amponsan, Lexi the comic, Joe, and a good number of them. When sometimes they're about to have their shows, they ask, Charlie, will they get Shatta for some 5 minutes on their stage or for some 10 minutes on their stage? I tell them, well, when the business is right, Shatta will show up one day, or when the time is right. Two of these things. When the business is right or when the time is right, Shatta may show up one of these days. And that has been it. So for the past days, I know Medikal has released a song. The one that has been controversial with Alabaster Boss. The Welcome Home, that particular song. Welcome to Africa, welcome to Ghana. That song, I know it has been around. The last time we discussed the song, it was about Alabaster Boss writing to Medikal to prevent him from stepping on their copyright, or to prevent him from infringing on their copyright. So that particular story was discussed, mentioned on radio here and there, online. Of course, at the moment, we are done. Because it was before Pella came to Ghana. Black Sheriff released his album before Pella came to Ghana. Now, right after Pella, every other thing that happened, most of them swept under the carpet. Now, if you're an artist, the moment your era, your time, your attention is being swept, it means you have to devise another means to come up again. You have to devise another way or strategy to come up again. If you are not able to do it, but you are missing. And when I see people like Shatta Wale, they do it effortlessly, I say, well, that is the grace they have that others don't have. That is why they will continue to be here for a longer time. That is why someone will come. He gets all the attention, all the praises, all the noise around him. Sometimes they even do comparison to him. Oh, wait, he's coming to do this to Shatta Wale. This one came and blah, 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 blah. A year or two, the person is nowhere to be found. You turn around your social media and Shatta is still there. You turn around online and you see someone with powder on his face. You turn around and you see someone doing something. You turn around and there is still the brand Shatta Wale. It's like the brand Shatta Wale does not know death. It does not die. It is new every morning. It is new every year. It is the more that he knows to do. That's what is doing the magic. At this stage, I keep saying, I keep making this announcement that Shatta Wale does not need any hit song again. No. Just that he's a hit maker. So he will do it even in the name of providing something for his fans, and it turns out to be the hit that we are still enjoying. But in reality, should he have headache because he needs a hit song? No, he doesn't need to have any headache. He has a lot. In fact, there is no stage in this world that Shatta can stand and perform all his songs. Never. In fact, when he is able to do that, I wonder which record that will be. Because this will be bigger than Guinness World Record. For all his songs to stand on one stage and perform it for about days. No, a bad thing. So such a person, does he need more? No, he doesn't need more. But he is still always relevant. How does he do it? Because he has talent and more. That is the secret. He has talent and more. With the business acumen that he's blessed with the comic side of him, with the fact that he's able to keep relationship, not with only important people in society, but even sometimes with less important people in society. Because you go to the top, build relationship with presidents. He'll still come down, build relationship with track pushers. Or he'll come down, build relationship with the boys at Shiashi. Some kebab guy. Like he comes down to every level. So such a person, how do you beat him? His influence will remain forever. Trust me. And when I saw Medikal doing the TikTok, I said, well, maybe it is Shatta's way of introducing Medikal to the TikTok platform, because maybe Medikal has not been very active. I think Medikal has been active on Snap, on Instagram. Yeah, from what I said, that is what I see. More Snap, Instagram, and maybe X. Facebook right there, I don't see him often there. So maybe it's another way of Shatta to introduce him to the TikTok app and how things are done there. For someone like Papi of Wi-Fi fame, that is his home. Always there, making sure he is representing. Same way, getting the attention and getting the presence there as well. So now, if you want to do music, anything creative, and you don't have talent and more, you are going to be missing out. Trust me. The fact that you can sing alone is not all. Sometimes you'll be there. and you see photos of Black Sherry wearing some weird things. That's what Shatta mentioned some time ago. Like sometimes, yeah, you see when you don't understand, yes, you won't understand. Because that is also his way. That is also part of his more. So you'll be there, people will be posting, hey, Black Sherry, what is he wearing? You see people like Code Mickey breaking things down and how the fashion sense is going. That is his more. And I'm saying once again that in this space, social media era, where attention is an economy, you have no idea. In this era, there is something we call attention economy. The fact that you are the one being mentioned, the fact that you are the one being discussed, the fact that you are the one being called, there is some economy in it. There is some business in it. Be it good or bad, sometimes. Yeah? Just we won't always want it good, but sometimes even in its bad state, there is still that attention economy that you can enjoy. Think about it and grow rich. I keep saying. So when I saw the two playing the game like that, when I saw the two doing it in their own way, I said, well, they are adding more to their lives. That is what it simply means. Add more to your life if you are creative. Add more to your life if you are in this space. Don't just be known for one thing and that will be, oh, why stiff? You don't know anything about it. You don't do anything about it. Recently, when I branched into movies and I produced my first movie, then many people went like, hey, Sammy Flex, don't pursue yet. Then, yeah, I'm adding more to my life. Don't be static. The space is big. The atmosphere is so huge. You can throw your hand here, throw your hand there to not hit anybody. So why are you being stiff? Don't be stiff. Throw your hand there, throw your hand here. In fact, anything more that you can do, just do it. It is until recently that I have been so busy, so I'm not even getting time for emceeing duties and all. But those times I'll be traveling, Takrade, Volta region, here and there, Ashanti region, Bono, to go and do MC duties. I've driven all the way to Sunyane to go MC someone's wedding before. But now, because of time, so I still have to live around the few hours that I have. So in this creative industry, the message I want to leave you with is that don't think when you do it, people will say, hey, why is he a musician that is doing this? Like sometimes some nincompoops have been saying online about Shatta Wale. Hey, he's a TikTok artist. Hey, he's a this. Those are the people. Don't be moved by those words. Obeka. You'll be stable. You not make any move. Obeka. You'll be missing in action. Because one day pay. Those who like it, it won't take 20 months or 20 forever for the 20 days for them to like it. It is just one day. Those who like your song. In fact, one day, first time listening, and they like it. It is like that. Recently, I went to a pub. Myself, Juade, and Solash. That is one of their friends' pub. Somewhere at Chimota, I've forgotten the name. I'll mention it when I remember. We were just then, they played one song from one guy. The DJ, you know the DJs, how they play. They did not even play the full song. They played just some seconds of the song. The moment I heard the song, I said, I love this song. Hurriedly, I had to Shazam the song. I Shazam the song. It was some young boy. Some young boy. Some dreadlocks looking boy. Beautiful songs. I decided to listen to his catalog and I love them as well. Right after, I move on to the next thing. So if someone would like your song, now it is just one day, 24 hours. Within the 24 hours, we decide, we like it, we don't like it. You have an album, within 24 hours, we decide we like the album, we don't like it. You can't force the people. But you can force the people to be relevant in their eyes, in their ears all the time. Yes. You can force the people to be relevant, like everywhere in their mind. You'll be in their mind throughout. And that is the grace some people have. Do you have it? If you don't have it, start looking for yours. And like I'm saying, it is more. It is not just one. It's not about being comedic, no. Or being comical. No, it goes beyond that. It is more. You can be anything. That's why people like Mr. Drew, you hear them and you know they are also about dancing. They are dancers. They've added something more. So think about it. What are you also adding to yours? You have to add more to your life. To Shatta Wale, he knows what is added to himself, and it is more from different spheres of life, different angles. Others have also found their own ways. What are you also adding? There is the time to add more, because to be able to stay relevant, influential in this space, you have to add more to your life. I brought you peace. I brought you message. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm sure we're going to do it again when it matters most. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.